Universal Spirit Center. Where can you find pleasure? Search your inner treasure. Learn a new philosophy. Where can you begin to make your dreams all come true? In a class or virtually. Where can you learn to fly, play it slow or deep dive? We're not Scientology. Start out with the Big Bang or be still and just hang on Sunday and midweek. Come on. At a center, you can set your spirit free. At a center, you can make your world be seen. At a center, you can take a stand. At a center, at a center, at a center, you can set your spirit free. At a center, you can change the world you see. At a center, come on people, take a stand. At a center, at a center. If you want a fresh view, get to know the true you. Possibilities are vast. Don't you hesitate, there is no need to wait. Sign up for foundation class. Maybe you are too young to sign up today, but don't you worry. I'm sure that there will always be a center, everything you dream to be. At a center, you can set your spirit free. At a center, you can change the world you see. The center, come on now people, take a stand. At a center, at a center, at a center, we can change the world we see. At a center, we can make a new belief. At a center, come on now people, take a chance. At a center, at a center. Let's keep that love going for the sounds of spirit. Oliver on bass. Yeah, baby. Linda on keys. Matt in the corner holding down the drums. Yeah, baby. Keep that energy happening for our production team. That's Ian standing up right there on sound. There's Myers smiling brightly on the lights. He's shining the lights. And that is Jeff on our video production right there holding it down. I'm Gino Walker. I'm your music production director. And I'm glad to play with you at our center, right? At our center? Center. You can set your spirit free at a center. You can change your mind, you see, at a center. Come on now, people, take a stand. At a center, at a center, at a center. You can set your spirit free. At our center, we can change the world we see. Come on now, grab your hand. At a center, at a center. We want you to join our crew. We want you to join our crew. crew. We want you. We want you. We want you to join our crew. Let's give some love and thanks to Joe Chivarella who wrote that. Joey, you're not here, but we're feeling you, baby. So now you guys are all still sitting down. I don't know, are you tired? Did you have a heck of a Valentine weekend? Is that what happened? Because I don't know why you're still sitting. Let's rise and sing our congregational song together. Blessed always. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Come on, let me feel it. Blessed, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Universal Spirit Center. I'm Kevin Busey. I have the great joy to be the spiritual leader of our thriving, inclusive, progressive spiritual community, and I welcome you all here this morning. Thanks for being here. It's a great day to be here at our center this morning. It's a great day. So first, a shout out to all of you who join us online. Thanks for being part of our community. And a special welcome to any of you who join us for the first time this morning. I see a couple new faces. I'd love to meet you if you are here new today. And it's an exciting day, and we're going to start off this exciting day with announcements from Simon. Let's hear it for Simon. Simon and son and other kids.
Yeah. We got Parker and Luca here with us today, as well as my son Achilles. We're going to be in the back room, or in the classroom, doing our craft. We're going to go ahead and feed off this loving energy from Valentine's Day, so we're having a good time with that. Luca, you want to say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
Achilles, you want to say hi? Oh, all right. That was pretty good. Good. I'm also the event coordinator here, and if you haven't noticed, I recommend you go to our website, universalspiritcenter.org, and go over to events. You'll have all the event details there. Please share that with anybody in your life looking for a space to host an award, a party, a wedding, a celebration of life, anything. Please send them over there. You can have our contact info and you can see what we're all about. Thank you so much for your time. And again, we'll be in the back. Please see me after service if you have any questions. Thanks, Kevin.
All right. Thanks, Simon. So second exciting thing today. After our gathering, we're having our annual community meeting. So please stay for that. We're going to tell about accomplishments for last year, things we're planning for the upcoming year. We're going to present to you a budget. We're going to get updates in different aspects of our community. So we invite you to stay for that. We're going to try to keep it under an hour so that you're aware of that. For those of you who are staying, we have small snacks available. And then one final thing, which we'll talk about more, but we're going to ask you to assist us after this gathering in creating a circle of chairs, about 50 chairs in the center. So that's that. And then the second thing I want to say, I'm really excited to announce this, is for those of you who might not know, The Laramie Project, which is a play that we did here last year, right? They did another play 10 years later, looking at the same town, the same interviews, not the same interviews, but interviewed new people. And it was a very awakening realization about how stories change over years. It's a powerful message for this time in our country, in our nation. So if you're interested in being in that performance, we do have today an orientation after the annual meeting. Did I just see Julian just walked in? So there's Julian. So I'm just talking about it. He's the director, so please check it out. After the gathering, after the annual meeting, he's going to be hosting an orientation. If you can't make that, you now know what he looks like. See Julian afterwards. But I will tell you, as someone who was in the play, it's a powerful experience. It's powerful, not only the message, but also the awareness that we can move beyond our fears or our stage frights. But the second thing is the deep bonding that happened with the cast. So it's worth it to be a part. How many of you class members would agree with me on that one? See, they all have their hands raised. Okay, that's me. Now we have Reverend Sarah.
Thank you. Good morning, beloveds. Good morning. I have two things. One is I am starting a class in, not this week, but next week, the Mystical Path. So it is a wonderful class and experience of deepening in our oneness, so that our oneness and our experience of that determines our path rather than all the external events around us. So it's an empowering place to be. It is a class, it's one of our certificated classes from our core Centers for Spiritual Living curriculum. So I invite you to do that. It does also mean that you need to have had foundations first. So the sign up is at the table. And I look forward to talking to you if you're interested to hear more about it. And it's just, I'm looking forward to the experience with those of you who are already signed up. So thank you. And also just want to remind you, we have our What You Are Appreciating Appreciates wall. So if you've had something, some unexpected income, an unexpected, maybe a healing in a relationship, maybe an expansion of an opportunity that you didn't know was there, shout it out and put it on the wall so we can all appreciate that and get that collective energy growing again, so that we are living in an empowered place of choosing and expressing and manifesting our path rather than the external manifesting it for us. So thank you. Okay, next, Mr. Lee.
Hi. I'm Lee Armentrout. I get to share the rest of the announcements. Bob, yeah, sure. Bob would hate that. So briefly, I have like three things. Path, People Assisting the Homeless, is a facility downtown, and periodically we come together and prepare and serve a meal for the folks there. Corrine is standing up and waving right now, see? And there's a sign up on the Yes table and or see Corrine about that. It's Thursday, this Thursday from 5 to 7. 5 to 7. Rise Up, a women's group for anyone identifying female, meets on March 4th, and currently the venue is kind of up in the air. Just a heads up that we have a women's group called Rise Up, and they meet in the mornings on first Wednesdays. Third Saturday with Angels with Margot Elora. It's a popular class to learn to tune in with different energies, and that's at a love offering. And the third Saturday of Angels happens at her home. So if you have any questions about Third Saturday with Angels, see me. And Reverend Kevin mentioned that after the gathering, we're going to want to put the chairs in a big circle. There's 50 in a circle. Who would like to be kind of in charge of that right now? I might not be able to. So the stack we'll do a stack of 8 chairs and put those in the back, and then we'll put a 50 in a big circle. Yeah. All right. And no joke. Okay. If you insist, I gave my friend an elephant for his room. He said thanks. I said, don't mention it.
Thank you, Lee. Good morning, community. All right. So first, I just want to say I want to thank all of those that come to our Wednesday night midweek gathering. But I want to express to the community the importance of what Wednesday night represents. It is the opportunity to check in and plug back in as the week starts to unfold. It's a very important and essential essence having it here in our community. So we have been holding down the Wednesdays for over 2 years, y'all. And I want you to really understand the magnificence, the things that are offered. They are incredible, the things that we're giving. So it's always on our webpage. Come check it out. This Wednesday we have Reverend Angela and the Collective. It's an amazing opportunity. There's drumming, there's gongs, there's singing, there is a spiritual message. It is a beautiful way to stay plugged in, and if you're unplugged, you can definitely get replugged back in. So I want to start seeing more of your faces on Wednesday. Okay? Yes? 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 Thank you. Our history, before you put that up, it is 100 years of our history, Black Month. One history for Black, yeah. I didn't realize that it was 100 years. It's been so quiet this time around that, normally you would see a lot of advertisement, you would see things, you hear things on the radio, but it's been really kind of pushed under. So here's a little short video on Black History Month.
From our earliest days, Black history has been American history. We're the slaves who carried the stone to build this White House, the soldiers who fought for our nation's independence. African American culture has profoundly shaped American culture in music, in art, literature, in sports.
Through dance, they have told the stories of who we were, who we are, and who we can be.
Still dancing at 107.
And during Black History Month, that's really what we celebrate. We celebrate the people who have shaped our heritage. We remember those who struggled for our rights and our freedoms, and we reflect on how far we've come and how much farther we have to go.
1 month, a year is not sufficient to celebrate the power of a movement. That's something that we have to do, each and every one of us, every day, living up to their example, then handing it on to our children and our children's children.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so beautiful. And if you go on our webpage, there's some other information. I have a list of about 10 or 12 Black millionaires from the 19th century, which is really incredible. A lot of them I had never heard of, and it's really amazing. So, yes. And with that, we will step into our racial equality project, Call to Action, which is love. We're calling forth love. And today, love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding places. Zora Neale Houston. And so it is our practice now that we take all that love and we touch our heart. And then we will do this 3 times, and we will extend our hands out, sending our love out to the world. So it's heart, we send our love out to the world. We send our love out to the world. We send our love out to the world. And as we bring that love in, we prepare for our prayer. I will read a line, and then you will repeat. Divine light that binds us all. We come together as one, knowing that in our shared humanity lies the essence of our strength. May we see the beauty in our diversity. Let equality flow like a river, touching every heart and lifting every voice. And so it is.
acknowledge Gino and the REP group for that. Thank you. So I just want to give an extra plug to Path. We are looking at taking over a Thursday night once a month to help feed the unsheltered. So we need about 6 people. We want to build it up. It's a great experience. It's from about 5 to 7. You don't have to know how to cook. They're very directional, and we prepare food, and then we serve the unsheltered in the space, and they're very grateful. So you want to experience some gratitude coming at you, go down there and participate. And again, Corrine, would you please stand? So again, see Corrine afterwards. Okay. So you can stay standing, Corrine, because I'm going to ask everyone else to stand as well. And then there's a camera behind me where hundreds of people are watching us online. So thank you for being part of our community. Thanks for being present. Stay standing and welcome each other to Universal Spirit Center.
Just inviting you all to come back to your seats. You could slowly make your way back to your seats. Thank you. Thank you for doing that so promptly. We are on a time frame. So good morning, Universal Spirit Center. I'm Borghild Kellenberger, one of your licensed prayer practitioners, and it is my honor and my joy to be here with you this morning. Yes. And so I do have a couple of announcements. And then we will go into centering, and we'll do the reading in English and in Spanish, and I have the honor of doing that this Sunday. And then we will have a chant, and then the crystal bowl. We'll go into a brief meditation, and I will bring you back with a prayer. I hope to remember all that. Yes, I purposely went over it because I'm hoping to remember it all. So let me start with the announcements. The first announcement I have for you this morning is due to our annual meeting after the service, we will not be holding a healing prayer circle in person. So I will remind you that we do have the prayer requests at the table at the far left. If you want prayer for this week and a practitioner to reach out to you, please fill out a prayer request and drop it in the box, and I'll collect them before I leave today, and someone will reach out to you. So no healing prayer circle today due to our annual meeting. The next announcement I have for you is that next Sunday, February 22nd, shortly after the service, our beloved Rev. Sarah will be doing practitioner orientation. So, think about it. Are you being called? Are you being nudged Do you have some curiosity about it? Is it something you've thought about and then forgot about? You know, this is a perfect orientation for you to come and to just see what it takes, what it involves to be a practitioner. And so I invite you next Sunday, February 22nd, shortly after the gathering with Rev. Sarah. Rev. Sarah, stand up so we can give you an applause. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Okay, my dear ones. Let's just take a nice, deep breath. And let's just get centered. I invite you to breathe into the space your body occupies. With your feet grounded, your sit bones on the chair that is supporting you. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, your neck, and just melt away. Be here now. Our first reading this morning is by Ernest Holmes, our founder of our philosophy, from this thing called you. Work with your consciousness until it ceases to function on the level of problem and begins to function on the level of answer. Divine guidance is right where you are, at the center of your being. En español, Ernesto Holmes, esta cosa llamado tú. Trabaja con tu conciencia hasta que deje de funcionar al nivel de problema y comience a funcionar al nivel de la respuesta. La guía divina está exactamente donde estás, en el centro de tu ser.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. If you feel called, sing along. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
still and know. Be still and know.
I recognize and know that right here, right now, in this space where we are gathered here this morning, God is. I'm knowing that that divine essence that lives, moves, and breathes as me, as each one of you here this morning, is love. I am knowing that love is our call to action. Love is the very breath we breathe. I am knowing that all is well when I am in the divine love. And so I am knowing that right here, right now, in this very moment, that divinity, that essence, that beingness is all there is. And so I know that when I can get out of the problem by using my consciousness, I always find the right answer. For I know that the universe guides, directs me, and leads me always to the right answer. Not the answer I may think I know is right, but the answer. And so I'm knowing that I am an open vessel, and I invite each one of us here this morning to be open vessels to that answer of love. That love that permeates, that love that breathes, that love that walks, that love that guides, that love that is love itself with a capital L. For that is all there is. And so I invite each one of us to be present to that love today. I know that that love is in the words of Rev.Kevin in his message for us today, for this week. And I'm knowing that that love is in the voice of our beloved Gino. I am knowing that that love expresses so ever beautifully in the keys and the strings and in the drums, as well as in the tech team, on the computer, on the camera, and on the fine-tuning of everything else. Love is in the hands of all of that. As in the hands that prepared this place so lovingly for us, as far as the sanctuary and for the treats that are put out that so lovingly are prepared. And I'm just knowing that love is our essence. Breathe into that right now. Love is our essence. And so it is.
In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And all the songs of all the great grandmothers, and all the dreams of all our great grandfathers, and the way to leave the pain behind, all live, all live, all live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And all the smiles of all the unborn children, and all the dreams of a better day to come, and the dance of heaven on this earth, all live, all live, all live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Mocked and disgraced, abused and displaced, been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced, been lied to. Lies can be seen through the land. You cannot fall from grace in the land. You cannot be heard in the land. There's more than enough in the land. You're at home. You're at home. At home. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am all that I could be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And songs of all the great grandmothers and dreams of all the great grandfathers and the way to rise above the pain. Oh, live, oh, live, oh, live in me. Live in me. It lives in me. Live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Come on. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. One more time. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I
Gino and our house band. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And so for those of you who help with construction know how phenomenal that Randall is as a foreman. Would you stand up, Randall? He was instrumental in this build out, and he's going to be instrumental in directing us how to gather 50 chairs in a circle and stacking 8 back in the wall. So he's the man. So I want to read this reading again. I thought it was a pretty powerful reading. Work with your consciousness until it ceases to function at the level of problem and begins to function at the level of the solution. Divine guidance is right where you are, at the center of your being. Let's just breathe that truth in. So this last week, I was interviewed by a ministerial student, which is a common experience. So we have a ministerial program in Encinitas, and I teach at it, and we have a fairly good reputation within CSO communities. So frequently, I'll get interviewed by students who will have a class project to do a report. So that's nothing that's out of the ordinary. So this last week I was interviewed, and it was kind of cool because she was interviewing me about our organizational structure, about management. And I think we have a pretty unique organizational structure, which I will share with you at our annual meeting. So come to it and hear our unique organizational structure. So at the end of the interview, her last question, and I never remember anyone asking me this question in the interview processes from the ministerial students, but she said, "What was your learning in the last 24 years of doing ministry? What was your learning?" And I stopped and like, whoa. And a couple things went through my mind. One is, another way to ask that is, what would your present day self, what advice would your present day self give a younger version of yourself? So I'm going to invite us to do that process. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in. And pick a time when you were younger. It could be like 5 years, 10 years. It may have been the beginning or the ending of a relationship. It may have been a job. But just picture a time in the past in which maybe you needed some guidance or some direction. So breathe into yourself now, here now. Connect with yourself, your higher self. What advice, what direction would you give that earlier version of yourself? What message? And taking a deep breath in, bringing your awareness back here to the room. So who would briefly share what came up for you? Elizabeth. Believe in yourself that you could do it. That's the message that Elizabeth gave her younger self. Devavani. Trust yourself. Because you always thought everyone knew more than you. Great, Devavani. Yeah, Cindy. Don't feed into fear. Great. Stephanie. Take more risks. That's a good one. One more, Annette. We're going to open this up about something later, too. Go, Annette. Build relationships on who people are. Yeah, okay. So mine was, let me share what mine was. Well, there was several learnings about that question. This last week, I almost went down a rabbit hole with all this. But two words that came to me, what came to me when I was like, what do I want to give that new minister that started out 24 years ago was relax and trust. Relax and trust. So in psychology, there's this term, I've talked about it before, this term called survival skills. Survival skills. And it points to a time in which we're children, we're young children, and we grow up, maybe there's chaos in our family, there's trauma that we've suffered. So survival skills are referred to as that young child that develops coping mechanism or skills on how to survive their environment, basically, how to be safe in this environment. So they're called survival skills because it enables a young child in the midst of confusion or chaos or trauma to survive. So we all develop those skills, and if we continue to engage in them, they become somewhat our persona, or how we relate into the world, or our defense mechanisms. So I'll give mine as an example. In growing up in my particular family environment, it wasn't okay to be wrong or to make a mistake. It just wasn't okay. Just whatever dynamics were going on. So I learned that I have to be perfect at what I do. I have to do it right. And if I don't, my self-esteem is threatened, or I've got to make excuses. So that's called perfectionist, right? So we all have them. Sometimes people have, the funny one, the intelligent one, the charmer, the people pleaser. So what are some behavioral skills, the survival skills or defense mechanisms that you created to assist you through tough spots in your life? Joe. People pleasing, that's a biggie. The comedian, that's another biggie. The independent, I can do it on my own, yeah. The analyzer. Joel. Compliance with control. Lee. Avoid conflict at all costs. Now you know why I hired him as administrator, right? No, he's maturing. He's evolving out of that, unfortunately. So here's the challenge with these things that we all have some kind of persona that we interact or project on the world, right? The challenge is these become defense mechanisms or blocks to true intimacy or true awareness of our authentic self. So it served us at one time growing up, right? But the call for us is to be aware of those dynamics that we employ now and disassemble them so that a few things, our authentic self comes out. We meet each other in intimacy and not in some pretend projection. And then we don't have to spend all that energy keeping up those facades. So as I look back at 24 years, I certainly had, and to some degree I still have, this perfectionist, got to do it right. And it causes me to have high expectations of myself and of other people. That's the dynamic. So I started out with ministry in that kind of energy. I've got to do it perfect. People have to do it perfect. We have to do it right. And then the second thing, and I think this was because of my training or the church I grew up, I had this idea about minister that I know something or have something that I'm supposed to give you. That I've got something. And I think that's largely all sorts of things that conveyed on that. All sorts of things, right? Into the ministry, Devavani lived through this with me back in the days. But in this dynamic, I started to realize I was more effective or felt more connection with you when I was my authentic self. When I just showed up. I hope it's not something I said. I'm teasing, Gail. I'm teasing. I'm sorry, I lost that. So authenticity. So I felt like I had more connection and intimacy with you when I was just myself. When I was just vulnerable. When I was me. That the best minister, I could be the best minister when I'm the best authentic self. So it was huge. It's something that evolved in it, and especially the last couple years with the events that have happened in my life, I've have such an awareness that being vulnerable and being connected is life-giving. It can save our lives. Little did this ministerial student realize that she unlatched in me all of these things. Because I got a second point that I want to talk about too. The second thing, so the first thing is to relax, to be vulnerable, to trust the process, right? So one fear I had about, and I've shared this before, about being a minister. I could run organizations. I felt like I could do public speaking. I could do a lot of this stuff, counseling, teach classes. What scared me, and I've shared this before, is getting up Sunday after Sunday after Sunday after Sunday after Sunday and be inspiring. And somehow say something that will make you come back and give money. Right? I mean, that's the things. Those are the things, right? So that scared me. That was a scary piece of ministry, right? And the deep, deep gift in that was it required me to trust the process, to trust that the infinite source will supply for me as I get up here and I trust. Which is the exact same in your life. I'm just talking about this in terms of ministry because it's the same in your life. Those very things that you face in your call that scare you are the very places that the divine can supply you. It's about trusting the process, not trusting figuring it out or some mental activity. It's trusting that which is unfolding through us. It's trusting that. So another point that I wanted to address, because I'm addressing this because it also happened this week. But one of the things I wished early on that this young minister knew is not to take things personally, especially people's reactions to me. But that's their stuff. Now, if they say, Kevin, when you did this or did that, oh, okay, thanks for sharing that. That's something I could work on and maybe have some responsibility. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those people who go away and they're angry. So, and this has happened in two places in my life, in my personal life and one at the center. So we had an individual who would come to the center and was very engaged in the center. And I felt like this individual and I had a good connection. They went through some trying times and I supported them through that. They stopped coming and I ran into them in another venue. And it was clear to me that they were really angry at me. They were just angry. And I'm like, what happened? You know, I'm trying to retrace the steps. Our last conversation, and I couldn't figure it out. And the individual wasn't open to conversation. This happened a couple years ago. But I bring this up because this last week I went to the store. And I'm turning a corner at the store. And this individual turns a corner at the store. And we just about run into each other. And I look at the individual, I'm like, hey. And they responded with, hey, and shot off. Because I would have loved to have engaged, right? So I'm feeling, this is in the evening, I'm coming home, I'm feeling like crap. What did I do? And then on the way home, I don't live that far from where I was, but on the way home I realized, why am I owning this? Why am I owning this person's reaction? There's no reason to do this. So I want to free us, myself and us, from personalizing situations that don't belong to us. When I sat with that and thought, I care for this person. You know, I would love an opportunity either to try to apologize or that's not what this is at all. This is about setting myself free from whatever reaction they might have. I don't have to take in or be responsible for other people's reactions. So, thank you. So one final thing that I want to say, I had mentioned that a few of us went to Greg Braden's a workshop he did a couple weeks ago, and I'm really aware of one of the things he said. He talked about, you know, ways to maneuver through this difficult times, way to heal trauma. And what I heard, he basically said the way is through becoming still. That we quiet our minds enough, and our bodies and our feelings enough. Now I'm going to use some of my language. I don't know that he used this. That we expose ourselves to presence, to being, to existence, to the divine. That we quiet enough, because when you and I expose ourselves to that infinite nature which is within us and around us, we are healed. We take in the healing energy, the grace, divine light, to the degree we can sit in that moment. So that's certainly something that A, I've experienced, and B, want more of. But the second thing is what we encounter when we still our minds to a certain degree, when we can still our bodies and emotions to a certain degree. What we encounter isn't a stillness, but an awakening, a flow, an evolutionary impulse. So I think it's not we become still, but we don't encounter stillness. We encounter unfolding. We encounter activity of love and grace happening. And within that is our healing, which is what our nation and the world is crying out for right now. So I'm going to invite us into that stillness. Go ahead and sit up straight and tall and take a deep breath in. Just breathe in awareness. Just breathe your body. Imagine your body, your breath just moving it in. Full deep body breath. And releasing, letting go. And if you notice you've got thoughts going on, just observe them. Don't have to stop them. Just observe them. It's okay. It's okay. And breathe deeper now than your thoughts. And imagine yourself 5 years from now. Imagine your future self. And what message would your future self give to you here this morning? What maybe challenge or obstacle? What are you experiencing? What struggle maybe? Let your future self inform you of the solution. Inform you of the grace and the love and the presence that's available to you.
you're sitting with that, I'm going to sing out a line, and I want you to answer back. The lyrics will be up there for you. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Spirit of God is all that I am now.
The Spirit of God is all that I am.
Yeah. The Spirit of God is all that I am now.
The Spirit of God is all that I am.
Don't worry about me, now I am alright.
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 I am more than flesh, I am more than time.
I am more than flesh, I am more than
I am more than flesh, I am more than time.
I am more than flesh, I am more than
Spirit of God is all that I am now.
Spirit of God is all that I am.
The Spirit of God is all that I am now.
The Spirit of God is all that I am.
And I cannot do what I cannot see.
I cannot do what I cannot
Lift up my name for what I try to be.
lift up my name and what I try to.
The Spirit of God is all that I am now.
The Spirit of God is all that I am.
The Spirit of God is all that I am now.
The Spirit of God is all that I am.
Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A. Come on, come on. Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Break it down for me. Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, come on. Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A.
Oh, 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 E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A. Oh, E-I-A, E-I-E-I-A. The Spirit of God is all that I am. The Spirit of God, the Spirit of God, the Spirit of God is all that we are now.
just been asked to give the conscious giving today. And let me clarify that. Rev.Kevin asked me during the week if I would want to give the conscious giving, and it somehow slipped my mind, so I was just reminded right now. It's so nice that we can laugh about these things. Anyway, conscious giving, why do I give? Oh my goodness gracious. Let me tell you the ways I love Universal Spirit Center. There's that little children's story. Let me tell you the ways I love you. I love you in the morning. I love you in the night. I love you when I sleep. I love you when I eat. I am in love with Universal Spirit Center. It is my spiritual home by choice, and it has enriched my life in so many ways. And so when I give, I just receive so much more. So much more. There's just no limit to what I receive. And I am just in a place of gratitude. You know, I do my gratitude practice and everything like that. But Universal Spirit Center is this special place where I get to be myself. Vulnerable and open and goofy and funny and loving, and because I'm expressing the divine. And so I invite each one of you to feel what I'm feeling by being in a place of appreciation, by being in a place of gratitude, by giving. You know, just try it out. Try it out. And you could start with a little bit at a time, like Al said the other day, or you can just go all the way in and give your 10% or more. Because I know that when I give, I just receive so much more, so abundantly. Before, I used to count what I would get back. I don't do that anymore because it's just constant. I am in the stream of flow. I am in the stream of giving and receiving because the law of circulation works. So I invite you to give it a try. If you haven't done that yet, give it a try. Put it out there and see what you get back. And you will not be disappointed. So with that in mind, I invite you to take your gifts and put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Peace, peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings.
invite you to raise your hands as we pray over these gifts. So grateful for the gifts that we have received, knowing that they are pressed down and falling into all the spaces where there is love. And so we know that we give with a loving heart, we receive with a giving heart, and we put it out there with a giving heart, and so it is.
Love is my source, love is my power, and love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, and love gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything, everything that I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
So those of you who aren't standing, go ahead and stand and let's join hands. And let's just take a moment. Let's just pause in the moment of the breath. Let's just consciously feel the hands that we hold. And let's receive love and give love through those hands. And in this moment, we just remind ourselves of the deep, ultimate truth that we're all connected with each other. There's one human family, that all beings are connected. So we let this truth move through us and open us to release defenses and struggle and come into the power of vulnerability and intimacy. And then spread this energy as a mighty blessing upon our nation right now. Just sending us out to every human being, every being in our nation, blessing them with love and with safety and peace. And we hold the whole world in this warm embrace, this loving embrace. As together we say, so it is.
Lift that voice. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, bring it down. So, those of you get ready to follow Rando, he's going to get everybody all hooked up. But I forgot a very important announcement. Choir is meeting next Sunday for Easter, right here at 1 o'clock. If you want to sing, if you think you want to sing, come and join us for choir as we get ready to start preparing for our magnificent Easter day. So when people see you out there in the community, they see you out there, they see you shining that light, they say, hey, you, where do you go? Say, come join me at